Hello, hello. I am finally making an appearance. I don't even know where to begin, really, honestly, to be truthful. This all seems so overwhelming. For those of you who are new here, I'm Beth, and I live in Los Angeles. I have been blessed, let's knock wood, to have been able to shelter in place where I live. But we're about 2 miles from the evacuation zone of the Pacific Palisades, and we're still packed up and ready to go if we get that notice that says head out. But I think right now the winds are staying stable, and maybe we're moving into a new chapter of just maintenance, but you just don't know. That is the thing, you just don't know. So in addition, I personally have been sick for the past, I've been sick since December 22nd, but on January 6th, I thought that I was well. I went to my first workout. It was great. And then January 7th, in the morning when those fires started, my coughing went through the roof, and by Wednesday morning I was in bed through Sunday with between 103.5 and 101.5 fever. I think my fever finally got to 100 on Monday, and so far this week I have been out of bed Monday through today, which is Thursday, I think. And today is my first day that I left the house. This is my cute little outfit. I went to Rite Aid and to Trader Joe's, and that was a big moment for me. But here I am, really loving this top that's just really comfy, and this cute little jacket. These are some old suede pants that I've had, and some ballet flats that I've had forever. And this is also a inherited little hat that I just love. But that is that is the update for me. Trying to get fully recovered, still not there, and trying to see where this 2025 is going to take us. I am a little bit unnerved with the changes that are impending in the rest of the social media platforms, and not sure what that means for many of us who have spent time there. I myself, since last April, have spent a lot of time over on the TT. Hi, babe. Hi, Lip Electric Witch. How are you? And we have to catch up. And I don't even know what to make out of it. It seems that it's just unreal, just as if everything is right now. Everything seems unreal. I don't know. It's just too really overwhelming to even think about. Oh, hello, Mr. Johnson Ranger. I was just thinking of you while I was in, no, I swear to you, I was just thinking of you while I was in Rite Aid. Let's see, just a few blocks away from the Palisades evacuation, not only did my dad's house lost, but a few of my friends are gone. I am so sorry to hear that. Were you able to be safe during this whole process so far? It's just you can't really, you just can't even wrap your head around any of it. You really can't. You just can't. And I, as a person who literally was in bed from Wednesday through Sunday, I feel like I am so uninformed because literally I was asleep. So I'm trying to play catch up, and it's just so much to wrap your head around. So yeah, that's kind of it. Yes. So did you participate in any of I don't know what was going on around you as far as helping your family out and that kind of thing, or what's your week been like? I gotta take my jacket off because it's too hot. But isn't that cute? Isn't that a cute jacket? Not seeing anything. Am I all alone? No, my family has been here the whole week. My son's school was closed. My husband's office was closed. So yeah, no. There were people. School went back into effect today, or this week on Monday. But yet we were. My husband was still kind of in and out. He was at work on Monday, but then he was here Tuesday through yesterday because of the fires, or the winds were kicking up again, so we didn't know if we'd have to evacuate. And so my son is sick today, so he's finally been taken down. So it's just too much. But we have people that have lost everything, and it's just kind of overwhelming. People trying to find places to stay, people trying to find places that'll not only take them, but it'll take their animals. There's so many things that people are coming up against. It's crazy. Somebody yesterday was telling us about how they had been customers of the bank, whichever bank, for like 35 years, and they couldn't get them to open an account for them, like a new account that they needed for just filling out paperwork yesterday. Like it had to go through this it was going to take like 4 days or some crazy nonsense. And so, people are already hitting all kinds of bureaucratic BS that is just completely unacceptable. Just unacceptable. Nobody has time for bureaucratic BS right now. People are trying to just, get their basic needs met, and, how it should be difficult. Hi, Odie, to get a bank account, when you have the wherewithal to get the bank account is just absurd. It's just absurd. Is your family sick because of the smoke? I don't know if that's how I got sick. It felt like it on Tuesday. It felt like I was just hacking up my lung and my nose was running because of that, is what it felt like. But then I woke up with that incredibly high fever that didn't go away for 5 days. So I don't think that was it. I had already been, like, I was just getting better from being sick for the previous 10 days. So I don't know. I really don't know. Yes, I am seeing your message. Thank you. Yes, luckily, thank God, we are safe. I actually really despise saying that because it makes it like, let's not push it, you know? And so, yeah. So, you know, feeling blessed, but feeling, you know, confused as to what's the best way to help now. Obviously, I haven't been able to be out and about with the people, you know, helping at the donation centers or that kind of thing, or even, I know, you know, there's a bunch of calls for stylists to actually just go in and, you know, help work with a particular either person or a family or whatever, because people don't even have, you know, it's just too overwhelming. You know, there's so many people who actually are not shoppers, who don't love to go buy clothes, and now to have to go do this is really, really even more overwhelming. And so I'm just trying to figure out where am I going to fit into all of this. And, you know, we'll see. But I feel like that's a ways off because I'm not well enough to be around people. Like, I was a little skittish today. I had to stand next to a woman in the pharmacy, and I was like, oh God, like, I don't know. And then the guy in Trader Joe's wanted to chit chat for a while, and I was like, I don't know that I should be here this long, you know, like this close across the register chatting, because I don't know what I, you know, really have. Because of the northern fires that appeared last summer, the smoke infected a lot of eastern Ontario was affected. How long do people have to evacuate? Oh, there are people that are still evacuated. I mean, I don't know that there are any areas where people have actually gone back in. And certainly not in any of the fire areas. So I think it's just an you know, exceptional caution that right now, as opposed to, like, you know, actively chasing like the fire in your area. I don't know. It's just too much. Our televisions finally, I think it was Sunday night, so it's been a couple of days now, actually went to regular programming, but from Tuesday through Sunday night, we did not have anything on the television other than 24/7 about the fires on every channel. There was nothing. There was no regular programming that was happening. So you were constantly getting, you know, the latest or a new view or you know, a new opinion or whatever. So now you kind of have to wait for the news. Hi, how are you? How are you doing over there? I tell you, didn't we just get through the North Carolina insanity, and now this. But this is so expansive. It's just mind-blowing. So anyway, oh my goodness, I think I have to blow my nose. Oh, no. outside. Oh. Oh, God. Oh, yeah. I don't know that anybody's done anything to help anything yet. You know, we're in such a crazy time. We're such in a wacky time frame between, being the last few days with the old and the impending new, and then we've got the potential TikTok ban and maybe not. I don't know. Like I said, that is very confusing to me. I'm on one of the, I'm in a group for TikTok shop that's part of corporate, and they sent us a survey yesterday asking what kind of educational seminars we wanted this year, and I was like, are we doing anything after Monday or Sunday? I don't know. So I don't know. It's all, as I said, the only thing that we know is we don't know anything, right? I think that this is that same feeling. This is that same feeling that we've had since 2020 of all of a sudden we don't know anything. All of a sudden nothing is secure. All of a sudden we keep getting hit with yet something else. And it's not area specific anymore, right? It's not, we can't even say, well, the people that are in the hurricane areas have this, or the people that are in the flooding areas have this, or the people that are in the earthquake areas have this, or the people that are in the, snow areas have it. We can't even say that anymore, because every area, people that are in paradise, nothing happened to people in paradise before. I mean, maybe they had tsunami warnings, but there wasn't even that. And now, I mean, you really don't know. We thought that the fires in Maui were just beyond comprehension, but each time we get a greater, like, wait, what happened? Like, is this possible? Yes, exactly. It is dark days. It's dark days, and it doesn't only happen. Doesn't only impact the people that are here, especially with this being Los Angeles. Most people have some type of attachment to the Pacific Palisades or to the Altadena area. People have watched the Rose Parade for how many years has the Rose Parade been part of everybody's life? Once a year. People who have been to Los Angeles, most people have had some type of connection to the Pacific Palisades if they've been to Los Angeles. Or if they haven't been to Los Angeles, they certainly have watched shows that have included it, right? So this is not some area that people don't have any connection to, whether that's a good connection or not. Both areas, the Altadena and the Palisades, have been such tight-knit communities for so many generations that it's mind-boggling. It's just mind-boggling. Now, LA can be a very transitory place. People come and go and whatever. But in both of these areas, there is so much history and so much, 3 generations, 4 generations of people who live in the community, that it's really mind-blowing. You know, talk about small town. You know, these are small town areas within this big, massive conglomerate of Los Angeles. Yeah, the Rose Parade for sure. My husband grew up in that area, and yeah, I used to be at that, you know, all the time. He remembers being under the bleachers as a little boy, like, you know, while they were getting ready for it, and afterwards helping to clean up and all of that stuff. I don't know who my friends Lorenzo and Abby are. So anyway, you know, it's just, you can't, I don't know. One of the I don't know, most mind-blowing stories for me, has been, there's a 93-year-old gentleman who just lost his house in Altadena, who met his wife when he was 17. So what does that mean? I can't even count that just right now. 70 plus years ago. And they, and she passed away in 2022. And he's in very good spirits, but he has nothing. He didn't, the only thing he saved was himself. And so he doesn't even have a picture of her. And this was the love of his life, and they had a beautiful life. But like, how do you at 93 years old start a completely different life? Like 100%, like there's nothing that's the same. How do you do that? So it goes back to that, you know, it's never too late. You know, when people are like, oh, I'm 20 and I'm so old and I can't do that. Oh, I'm 30. Oh, I'm 40. Oh, I'm 50. Oh, I'm 60. Well, you know, forget it. You all have nothing on this man. This man is 93 years old, and I'm telling you, this man is going to start a whole new life. He will, because he's that man. He is full of grace and full of hope. And that's just edible. How are you? Can you believe this insanity? I mean, thankfully, we're safe and at home. And Carolina, I've been sick for the past week. Like from the day the fire started, I got sick and basically was in bed from whatever day that was, Wednesday through Sunday with like 103 to 101 fever. And it's been crazy. But I'm on the mend. Today was my first day I went out. I got to go to the Trader Joe's and Rite Aid. Yeah, State Farm. Stop the insurance. You think that there's any kind of coincidence there? Yeah, it has been nuts. What night? I did leave the house, though. I can say, actually, I forgot about this. See, because I was totally, like, had about 101 fever. I thought I was feeling good. We left the house for about, Mr. Perry! Oh, my God. Hi, I miss you. They were showing some, what night was that? I think it was Thursday night when we didn't know if we were going to really have to evacuate. And and they were showing from the freeway how you could see the fires just cresting over the hill. And so we went to go look at that at a parking structure. And by the time we got there, we probably got there like an hour or so after it was televised. And by the time we got there, it was not, like, it had moved a little bit further west, so you couldn't see it in the same way. But literally, like, we got out of the car, we looked, I took a picture, and then we got back in the car and we drove home, and that's like a half a mile. It was not really anything. Hi, doll, how are you? So, you know, it's not, you know, our story is, knock wood, you know, not one fraught with, I don't even know what to call it. But I'm praying that we can still shelter in place and stay that way for a while. My house looks like a complete, here, I'll show you. Here's the, here's the bag of food to go, because you know, when you're a person with 26 food allergies, you gotta bring some foods with you, because you don't know if you'll be able to eat anything, or if you'll, or where you'll be, or I don't know. So, but I am really even more thankful that we didn't have to escape during that 5 days that I was so sick, because I was thinking, how are we going to do this? How are we going to do this? I'm sorry, I just have to fix my teeth. Let me just tell you that it is weird when you're losing weight and your old pants don't fit. It's just weird. It's been a minute since I've had to deal with this. Grateful, but weird. So I have my waistband is completely turned on these pants that I have loved so much for so long. No, I don't know who I mean, maybe I know them, but I don't know that I know them. So, anyway, that's what's happening here. And that's all the update that I have. So, let me make a plea, even though we're here and this platform is supposedly okay. But as I said before, the only thing we know is we don't know. So if you'd like to stay in touch, please be sure that you're on my email, because that's the only way that we know that we can stay in touch. So, good night. Enjoy your TV. Sending love to you too. What show are you watching? Anything good? Oh my God, I watched that series on Netflix, Younger. The whole entire thing. I loved it so much. Loved it so much. I know I'm a little behind, but I just loved it. Anyway, now I'm looking for some new shows, because I don't know. I watch watched that when it came out. I loved it. Yeah, evidently I'm really behind. I didn't know. And the gal who's the star, the main character, so I thought she was really great. And I thought, oh, that's so interesting. I wonder what's ever happened to her. Literally the next day, I saw that she was on the news because she is Hugh Jackman's new love interest. Well, I'm not sure that it's so new, but they're just newly announced because now they're both divorced and they could come out of the closet. But I guess they've been playing on Broadway together. And I was like, how is that even possible? That I literally just learned about this woman in the past 3 days. And like, oh, I wonder what happened to her. And there she is on the news. I was like, that is just too much. Just too much. And then I did feel like her story with Hugh Jackman had a little, she had a little knowledge of what to do based on her character. I was like, life imitates art for sure. Holy cow. Oh my God. So funny. So funny. Anyway, okay, I won't keep you. I did see, what was the thing called? Hold on, what did you say? American Primeval. Oh, I did see the advertisement for that. Okay. I mean, so funny, right? But God bless them. I hope they're having a great time and, good for them. Wouldn't that be awesome that it all works out? I mean, you just never know. Oh my God. Hello from Germany. My goodness, what time? Okay, all right. I'm gonna check it out. What time is it in Germany? 6:30, 7:30, 8:30, 9:30, 10:30, 11:30, 12:30, 1:30, 2:30. Is it like in the middle of the night? Okay, night. That's all I've got, people. That's all I've got. I'm telling you, be sure to hit that email list. Get on my email list. You can find it in my bio. I believe it should be there. If not, you just go to my website and you hit connect, or I don't know. I think it should give you that actually as you just get to the website. So, but yeah, so anyway, we'll see. This year surely has not started out as I thought it was going to. I really did think that Monday, January 6th was the beginning of the rest of my life, and it was all gonna be smooth, and just reminded that smooth is not in the cards yet. So we'll see. We will see. It's very interesting because I'm a Libra, and I believe in the beginning of January there were some like predictions for the year that like things were going to be off to a rough start, and I was like, what does that even mean? And I was like, oh shit, really? That was not a joke. And so, yeah. Lisa, how are you? Clientele, how are you? Lisa, we must catch up. Yeah, so all of this has just added. So my word for the year is love. My mantra for the year is love. And I had some ideas already brewing around how that was going to show up and what that was going to look like and things that I was going to move toward because of that. And now I'm just a little bit confused. I'm not really sure how that needs to be take effect or manifest or whatever you want to call it. But one of the things that has really been on my heart and my mind is connecting in person, and how to go about that. And that certainly goes together with the whole spirit of love and that kind of thing. But all of this goings on here has only made it even more clear that connecting in person is just essential. And so I need to figure out how to do that. So if anybody has any ideas, I'd love to hear them. Especially my lipedema ladies, my weight loss ladies, my weight loss surgery ladies, my GLP-1 ladies. What can we do to come together in person? And maybe that does have to start with virtual, more Zoom type stuff. But what can that look like? And so, yeah. So anyway, I'm all ears for hearing what anybody's ideas are. And I don't know. Yeah. That's all I can say. Okay. Well, glad to hear that Lorenzo is okay. I want everybody to be okay. I'm very thankful that we have had so many people, like, physically okay, that our number of people that we've lost has not, in my opinion, equaled the amount of the devastation that's taken place. I feel like it's a miracle that so many people are actually physically safe. Hello. We are staying sheltered in place. So we are safe at the moment. Hope that continues. I've been incredibly sick and I am on the mend, and so I hope that just continues to be the case as well. What keeps me grounded? Well, certainly gratitude, for sure. And the hope that this is leading us all towards something better. The air there cannot be helping my cough. The beauty of it is that, Lisa, I literally have not been outside. Now, it's interesting because it says that my town has good air quality, which is a bunch of, obviously, it can't be possible. So, I don't know how that can possibly be But unfortunately, I did have to keep the windows open. What day was that? Oh, on Monday. God, Monday in the afternoon, I did this thing. It was like a ozone cleaner tool that like cleans your air. Like you put it in a room and you leave it, and it cleans all the germs in the room or whatever. So we had it during 2020. We got it. I think we got it through Amazon. I think we got it from somebody's suggestion. I don't know who. And I remember it being really difficult to use because, like we were all here. So it wasn't like you could leave to let it do its work. And then, because it's the kind of thing where you have to put it in a room, let it work its magic, let the room sit for so it takes like an hour to do it. Then you leave it sit for an hour. And then you have to ventilate it. So I was like, well, I can't ventilate it. But I ended up having to ventilate it this week. And so I had to open the windows because it smelled so bad. It smelled like burning metal that there was no way. My son came home from school and he's like, Mom, you realize that it is less caustic outside than it is in here right now. He's like, I don't even know what you're doing sitting inside because it's so bad. I don't even know how you can breathe in here. And I was like, oh, sheesh. And so I had to go and open the windows and just pray that was good enough. Now, the good news was that it didn't make me cough anymore, having the windows open or any of that. I'm not sure if my eyes felt a little burny, but that was about it. And this cough, Lisa, is nothing compared to what I've dealt with over the past week. I thought by the end of the week I would have my 6-pack back, and I'm unhappy to report that I don't. But let me just say that I don't know, there's a little bit of this one, but let me say that holy moly, the amount of ab workout that I have gotten in the past week is I don't even know what it would have related to. So, who knew? But it was so much that I was like, oh my God. And then I had one day that was I think it was on Sunday finally, that I had very deep in this area. I was coughing so much, and then I had a pop, and I was like, oh my God, what is that? What organ do you have there, or what muscle, or did I just get a hernia, or what was this? And then I, of course I did my deep dive, and there's nothing in that area. But what I think I come to decide, is that I think it's where I usually put my shot on this side. And so I was like, oh, I guess I'm not going to be putting the shot there this time. And it's the time I alternate either side. And this week's should go in that area. And I'm like, I'm going to have to skew it so that it's not in the same place because, oh my God, crazy. So yeah. There's always something. I already have a husband. Yeah, 25 years worth. My son is home asleep at the moment because he's sick from school today and has not going to water polo practice because I'm not waking him up. And my husband, I believe, is on the way home from work. So he went to the office today. But I tried to stay quarantined from them all week. Like, I was in that bedroom and pretty much did not come out. Well, it's nice to see you all. I'm telling you, I don't know what does the future hold? Where are we going with all of this? What's happening with this ban deadline of Sunday? I don't know. All of that. Oh, well, honey and ginger would be great if you weren't allergic to honey. Oh, God. My poor cousin has been giving me so many remedies. And I'm like, well, if I wasn't allergic to that. And she's like, oh, my God. I was like, I did give my son the honey today, though, I will say. And he seemed to do okay with it. So that was good. I felt good that somebody could use it. You just can't make it up. You really can't. I already have a gardener. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, honey. Beeswax. You can't, the list is just absurd. You can't even, I can't even get into it because it's just so stupid. Garlic, onions, turkey, salmon, shrimp, cucumber, lettuce, pepper, black or otherwise. Yeah, you'd be amazed. You'd be amazed. Wheat, I've known for years, and I was very happy to finally be vindicated that I am officially allergic to wheat. Yeah, turkey, cinnamon, vanilla, artichoke. Yeah. So I found out like 2 weeks before Thanksgiving last year. And in 23, yeah. And so we always have turkey. We cover it in garlic and, stuff it with onion. Oh, celery. Stuff it with garlic. Put celery with it. Onions. And then we have a particular dip that we have as an appetizer that has artichokes and jalapenos. So that's the pepper and the artichokes. Then cinnamon for obviously apple pie, but also like in the sweet potatoes and that kind of thing. Obviously wheat, any bread, any cornbread, any stuffing, any pie. What else? Then vanilla, like in the whipped cream. Even in sometimes that goes in the sweet potatoes. What's the other thing? It was like such a insane, lettuce for the 7-layer salad that, whatever, has a million things. it was really something last year. It was crazy to then all of a sudden just be cold turkey. Shrimp would be an appetizer. I can't even begin to, I mean, you get the picture, right? You get the picture. My body has benefited from that during the past year. I've let go of, what am I at today? I don't know, still over 60 pounds. So that's been fantastic. What is my favorite food? My favorite food is chicken. So luckily that's good. My favorite food is chicken. And if I didn't have to be like allergic to wheat, then pizza. So yeah. Those would be my, if I could only, like if I didn't have allergies and I had to go to a deserted island and I could only have one food, it would be, I would take pizza, because you would get your carb, your protein and fat, and your vegetable. Just saying. Aloha from Hawaii. What part of Hawaii are you in? Mead. Someone didn't teach you your manners, or you just forgot them? Pineapple on pizza, not so much. I'm a New York Italian girl, and that doesn't really fly with me. I don't need fruit on my pizza. You could, some people consider tomato a fruit or a vegetable, so yeah, no. I don't think that was an answer. I didn't get the answer. Oahu. Do you know that I learned yesterday that Oahu is the #1 visited Hawaiian island? I didn't know that. I've been to Oahu. I didn't know that. I was eager to learn that piece of information. Oh, and I am allergic to pineapple. Pineapple and coconut. Hell, thanks for the love. So yeah, that wouldn't work for me. Funny, right? You can't make it up. You really can't. It's so crazy. I was telling my husband yesterday that I miss coconut, because I was seeing somebody make something with like coconut shreds, like the big thick ones. They were making like a coconut and nut and something bark, and I was like, oh, I miss coconut. Yeah, very touristy. Wow, that's interesting, but at least you get to see the beautiful ocean. I did actually, when I was in Oahu, I went to the Dole plantation. I went on a tour there. Yeah, I guess I'm spearfishing. Yeah, no coconut for me. No pineapple. Yeah. That's crazy. Do I want to be your mom? No. I have one beautiful son who I love to death, and I'm sticking with it. some of the best pineapple ice cream, I bet, yeah. Did I go to Kahlua Ranch? I feel like I did. But truthfully, it's been quite a minute since I've been to Oahu. Maui is usually where we go. I was just in Maui in August. So anyway, I think that it is time for me to close it down because I think I do hear my husband outside coming in. So I am going to oh, the movie tour. I don't know. I don't remember, honestly. I don't do follow backs. Sorry. It's just how I run my accounts. Anyway, time for me to go. See you all. Thanks for being here. And have a great evening. Bye. See ya. Thank you. Thank you for the blessings.